Hello, this is HL Laser. Today, I will show you how to set up HL 1060N or HL 1060X laser machine. First, I would like to introduce the machine. In front of the machine, you will see the control panel. We call it RD6445. Under the panel, there are few buttons. The first one, the red button, is called emergency button. Whenever there's an emergency, press the button down to stop the laser output. It's for the safety purpose. After the situation solved, twist the button and activate the laser output. The key button next to is the laser switch. This controls the laser output. You need to turn it on to the right for start the laser firing. The next, you will see the ampere meter. Once you have laser output, you will see the indicator vibrating. It's very useful. You can see the ampere output, and to check if the laser output is normal or incorrect. The black knob on the left is the adjustment knob. This black knob is the ampere adjustment knob. The purpose is to fine-tune the milliampere based on the laser output setting. When you turn the knob to the left, this curve is the minimal output, and you turn the knob on to the right is the maximum output. For example, if your laser output setting is 60%, when you turn the knob to the maximum, the laser output is 60%. If you turn it back to somewhere near the minimum, the laser output will be less than 60%. Maybe now it should be 20% of power. Let's say the knob is to fine-tune the laser output percentage based on the setting in the control panel or RDWorks software. On the machine right side, you will see few buttons from top to bottom. The top one is the lighting switch, control the light. The purpose is to control the lighting inside the machine cabinet. The button next to is the U-disc. This connector is for the U-disc connection. Instead the laptop, when you have the file ready to output, you can copy it to the U-disc and insert to the socket. This function is very useful as you don't need a laptop around it. The USB socket is for the USB cable connection to your laptop, and the next one is the Ethernet connection socket for the RJ45 cable connection to your laptop. The last one, the red button, is for the back outlet control switch. When you switch on, the machine back outlet is connected. When you have some accessories like a pump, exhaust fan, connect to the machine back outlet, then you are able to turn it on by this switch or off. Then you don't need to go to the machine back to turn it off or on. Then we go to the machine back. You need to take away the sponge or foam that fill around the laser tube. There are a lot of sponge or foams inside. That's to protect the laser tube from damage during the transportation. And now I will take them away for you. In front of the laser tube, there are some plastic bag. We call it anti-dust bag to protect the lens from the dust. Then you need to remove them. We call this part is the mirror A mount, and the gold part is the adjustment knob of the mirror. Please take care of it and don't touch the adjustment knob when remove the back, because if the knob was moved, the laser pass potentially impact. Okay, we have done this. After that, you need to close the laser tube housing and lock it. Then I will open the machine lid and look at the inside. We'll have something to do. Inside the machine, you can see the middle B mount and the middle C mount, and this is the laser nozzle. The red one is the autofocus. And the one next to is the radar. This part is the X-axis gantry, and this is the X-axis bed. It was held by the zip tie, and the Y-axis was also held by the zip tie on both sides. You need to cut the 3 zip ties to release the bed, and then the laser head can move around. Please take care when you cut the zip tie. Do not hurt the bed. It has the same requirement when you remove the bag. Please take care of and do not touch the adjustment knob. The next thing we'll connect the water pipe to chiller, also the air assist. Please look at this chart. The left side is the HL laser cutter, on the right side is the water chiller. When you connect the water pipe to the chiller from HL laser cutter, the water in need to connect the water out of the water chiller, and the water out from the laser cutter to the water in. Into water means the water in of the laser cutter to the outlet, also the water out to the water chiller. The out water also means water out to the inlet of the water chiller. This black pipe is the air pipe. Because its size is 6 by 4 millimeter, so you need an adapter with size 8 by 6 to connect to the air pump. Okay, then The water chiller and the air pump was connected well. The next thing, I will connect the exhaust fan. This is exhaust fan with power 250 watt power. Then you need to take out the foil flexible duct from the machine. Then connect to the exhaust line on one side. And this to connect to the film extractor or to the window and exhaust the polluted air to the outside the house. This is the machine back outlet, which was controlled by the socket on the machine right side. Let's look at this chart. Air pump and exhaust fan can be connected to the back outlet. For the water chiller, please don't connect to the back outlet. Then hook up the main switch. Since now the machine has electricity into the power supply. Then I will need to connect the power supply of water chiller. Let's look at the label. This is the 220 voltage water chiller. So I will need to connect to the 220 volt outlet from the home. And if the label shows the power input is 110 volt, then you will need to connect to the 110 volt outlet from your home. Please don't connect the water chiller to the outlet from the machine. Also, you don't need to connect to a transformer if the voltage is 110 in your country, because the trailer you receive is 110 if the voltage in your country is 110. Before we power on the water chiller, there's one thing we need to check. This is water level indicator. The green portion is normal. Then you need to make sure the coolant or distilled water inside the level is in the normal portion. Now I turn the water chiller on. The panel is blinking and the LED, the green LED turn green. Okay, that means the chiller was turned on normal, and you will hear the sound from compressor. That means the water chiller start working and cool the coolant inside. Please allow water chiller works for 3 to 5 minutes, and use the laser for heavy duty cutting. Because the laser tube is made by glass, we need to eliminate the air bubble inside the tube. Otherwise, the temperature may be significant different when you are heavy cutting at the portion with the air bubble and without. It's very dangerous and damage or break down the laser tube with leakage, and the coolant will leak from the tube. Please make sure there's no air bubble inside the laser tube. Then use the laser for the heavy cutting. Then I will twist the stop to release it to turn the laser machine on. The laser head will go to the top right for homing. Once arrive the homing position, then it will go to the work origin. These two red sensor, we call it a homing switch. In the homing process, when the laser head go to the home position, the sensor will reflect and have the right light. It's the same story on the Y homing sensor. If the laser head clicking X-axis or the Y-axis, they didn't stop, that's because the homing process has issue. Either homing sensor was not triggered correctly. For the machine autofocus, I have a tip. When you put the material on the machine table and run the autofocus, please make sure the material was covered the autofocus or in the middle of the material. If the material was put like this, the edge, the material edge, the autofocus was outside the material like this. When the autofocus running, the probe of autofocus will get stuck inside the honeycomb cell. This will damage the autofocus and the laser head. So this way is incorrect. We need to put the material and its size, and the autofocus was inside the material frame. This way is correct. Then I will show you how to use this and have the machine cut. Then I will use the control panel to input the cutting file. Okay. The next step is to run the autofocus. Press focus and confirm. The machine table is going up. When the autofocus was active, the machine table is going down to the focal point. Then I will set the work origin to show for the material position. In this case, I move the laser head to the right side and press the origin to set. Then I will turn to the laser switch. I will insert the key and turn it on to the right. And the next thing, I will check milliampere adjustment knob. I will turn to the maximum this time. Sometimes you don't have the laser firing output, is because the adjustment knob, you didn't turn it to the maximum but to the minimum. That you don't have the laser output. Then I will closely. There's another switch here, we call open lid switch. Please make sure this switch was active when the machine lid closed. You hear the sound when the machine lid closed. If this switch was not active, you will now have the laser output. Okay, you can hear the sound from the switch. It was active. The last thing I need to do is press start to trigger the fire. Okay. The laser is firing. I'm working on the job. After the job done, open the machine lid and look at the inside. This is the demo cut. That's all for the demo. Thank you for watching.